Brent was so excited when he found out that he was having a little boy. But he was on a high for months, and he couldn't wait for him to get here.
When he was born, we had a boy. First we had a girl, then we had a boy. So that was perfect.
You know, I read Lacey a lot of books when we were preparing for Rocco's arrival, because, you know, she'd been a centre of attention for 2.5 years, going on 3, and so we read a lot of books, and when he finally came, she just loved on him all the time. She was like my little helper. She wanted to change his diaper, she wanted to feed him.
Lacey wouldn't leave his side. She never did.
For his first birthday party, it was baseball. We decorated the whole house. We got his baseball cake. We had a lot of family and friends.
You know, you always give your 1-year-old a birthday cake, and they tear into it. They always get that opportunity.
You know, he had his hands in there, and he was like putting up, and I think at one point it got up his nose, you know, and he had cake all over his face. You know, when he reached 1, we decided that taking him off his formula was the best thing to do. He was experimenting with more foods. So nothing really came to mind about what he was doing that made me have any concern for him. It was maybe at 2 o'clock. Brent came in and said his breathing is a little different. It wasn't grasping, you know, it was just a very quiet, it just sounded like that, and it was that was it. So I called my nurse and I told her, I said, something's not right here. I said, I took him to the walking clinic this morning. They checked him out. I said, and they're telling me it's viral. I said, but I've been through a viral infection before with Lacey. I said, she had a temperature with her viral infection. I said, I took his temperature around 7:30. Could have been 8:30. I said, he doesn't have a temperature. I said, and he can't even get up. And I said, I think I need to get him to the emergency room. So I got him in the car, and he slept all the way there. And I'm just looking in the rearview mirror, and I'm just praying. Because I knew something was wrong. So they took him in, and we were there for ages. And I remember at 4 o'clock that morning, he came in. He goes, your son's diabetic. I've heard of diabetes. Didn't know it was that serious. They just basically said that he has diabetic ketoacidosis and that he is critical. And I went into the restroom and I just started crying. But I wasn't crying because he was diabetic. I was just thanking God that he got me there in time, because I knew something was wrong. He started making like a funny sound, like a whining sound. And I looked over, and it looked like he was trying to get up. So I decided to take him out of his bed, and I held him. I said, everything's okay, and I just looked down, and he made that sound again, and I knew he was having a seizure. His face distorted, and his little arm rose, and I'm like, this is a seizure. I know it is. And I just started screaming for the nurses to come in. And I can't remember anything much after that because I was just going insane. But they finally got him into the emergency room again, and the doctor came in, and then he said that your son is in a coma and that he's more than likely brain dead. They took us into the room, and he was lying there, and I looked in his face and in his eyes, and I just remember telling Brent that he's not there. I said he's gone, and I held him for 5 minutes until his heart stopped. The most important thing I've learned about diabetes, it's all about education. More people need to know how serious this disease is. Rocco didn't make it, but children who live with it every day, they go through so much. They shouldn't have to. We need to find a cure for this disease. And no parent should lose a child from it.